Hello, cutie pie.
Good morning. Hi. Hi, Acidic. Ronnie, thank you so much for the fucking lurk. I appreciate you. I love you too. Have a good night's sleep. Thank you, Abba, for the lurk. Hi, Katie. Hi, how are you? This is not a time that I'm usually live. I don't typically try to go live at this time because I know it's pretty late. But you know, what can you do when you get home at 10 p.m.? I meant to get streaming a lot earlier, like about 40 minutes early, I guess, earlier. But I'm addicted to watching Criminal Minds right now, I'm not gonna lie, and I was like, I need to finish this episode before I start. And so I did in fact wait for the episode to finish to start streaming. I was like, I gotta do this, or else it's gonna bother me all night. But hi, how is everyone's Wednesdays and Tuesdays? How's everyone's day today? Today for me was pretty good, I have to say. I really like. It was tiring. This is my first week where I'm like working 30 hours. So I'm like still trying to get used to my new schedule. I'm like, what do I do with all this time that I'm going to be at work? I still don't even know what I'm going to be doing with all this extra time that I'm going to be at work, because like, I'm like, to like help prepare, I'm like preparing for like other people's programs that we have and stuff like that. And right now, the one that I'm working on, I'm like, I'm running out, man. I'm running out of materials. It's very menial, but you know what that does allow you to do? When you do, like, a bunch of, like, boring jobs that are just, like, having you do the same task over and over again. You just fucking, you just go and, like... Oh, shit. You put on, like, a TV show, and you just start fucking just doing it, you know? You just do it all. But yeah, how was everyone's Wednesday today? The summoning is growing on me. I like it a bit more than Literal Monster. See, I knew that my taste would be able to influence you, Acidic, because I think my choices are pretty much the best. Like, listen to this song again. Like, that's, like, just the way that it goes is just like, oh my god. So fucking good. Oh my god. It's just such a good song. The way that, like, the beginning, like, it's so different. And then it just speeds up. It's just so good. Isn't having back and something back to fight. Bro, I don't even know what to say. Okay, I need to turn this down because that's all I can hear. And then if I only hear that, that's the only thing I'm going to be able to think. But yeah, I was like, I'm going to get up early today and I'm going to get lunch so I don't starve myself during the day. And guess who didn't do that, actually? Guess who decided was like, actually, I'm not going to get up at all until I literally have to leave. Which is why I want to generally keep this stream a little bit shorter. I don't think I'm going to be playing anything after we talk. I don't know how long the talk is going to be, but I do have pictures, and I will be kind of going a little bit into depth on, like, how things went. At least a little bit more than I usually go. I usually just go, like, yeah, this small thing. Because, like, I have such a hard time remembering things that happen. I'm going to be honest. Once things are over, my brain kind of just, like, forgets exactly what happens, which is why I'm kind of glad to have the photos, because then I can be like, oh my god, yeah, I remember this happening, and then I remember that happening, and, it's like a way to, like, remind myself of shit that happened without, like, you know, actually, writing down all my thoughts, because, like, I'm sure if I look, well, not I'm sure, I know if I look at it and get, like, some kind of reminder of, like, what is happening, I know that I will, like, you know what happened. Practically every morning when I wake up after Chris has left for work, the bed is comfy. I'll just get up and I need to pee kind of what I need to pee kind of morning. Literally, like, for me, it's just like, sometimes I like to get up earlier, you know, so I can get some, like, relaxation before I have to go into work, especially when I work at noon or, like, later than noon, because then that's nice, you know, you get some relaxation. However, I don't know. I think I stayed up way too late last night. I stayed up until 4, and I wanted to get up at 10, and I was just like, at 10, I was like, I could barely keep my eyes open. I was like, this ain't fucking happening. I'm not going to be able to get up and eat some fucking lunch before I go to work. I was like, I'll just have to fucking bear it, before, like, and just, you know, wait until I eat dinner, basically. Which, like, dinner isn't too far. It's, like, at 5, you know? So I didn't eat anything until 5 o'clock. But yeah, I've been really addicted to watching Criminal Minds. I'm a criminal girl show, okay? Like criminal show girl. What the fuck did I just say? I'm a criminal show girl. I like watching criminal shows. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about Criminal Minds. I do like Criminal Minds for like the profile bit, etc. But it's not really much of a mystery show. Half the time you're not gonna be able to guess who the fucking like killer is because they're like not related at all and they never meet them until like the very end. And like sometimes like I do like that they get into like the killer psyche, but sometimes it feels like they always like they don't even do what they're doing in Criminal Minds. They don't even talk about why the killer did such a thing, you know? I just go, okay, I guess it's a thing. Hi, Sensei! Hi, how are you, lovely? Welcome in. Are you from... Yeah, you're from Lemon's chat. How are you, lovely? I was like, are you from Lemon's chat who followed last night? I had to go through my followers real quick. How are you doing, though? Sometimes I go, I think I recognize that name, and then I don't, in fact, recognize that name. I don't know. I feel like I gaslight myself more than anyone has ever gaslit me before, because I will be like, I think I have met this person, or maybe that's just me being delusional. I'm like, I've met you before. I know exactly who you are, and then it's just, it's not that person. But like, I've tricked myself into being like, this is it. This is the person that I've been looking for. That also is like partly my bad memory. I feel like it's my bad memory mixed with like, because I know I have bad memory, I always constantly doubt myself. But then when I do decide to take a chance on my memory, it's always fucking wrong. It's always wrong. I have, like, in the past, made a mistake on, like, remembering who a viewer was, and I felt so bad. I don't think they realized that, but I had definitely done that, like, it was way long ago. It was a long time ago, but, like, I remember that happening, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me? This is not the person that I thought it was. I also have had it happen to, it was Kip's girlfriend or fiance now. She came into chat and I didn't realize it was her. I thought it was someone else, and I literally like I said something kind of mean because I thought it was like this person that I fucking like. If you don't know, Kip is my best friend and it's their fiance. And they come in a chat and I say something kind of mean and I go, and then Kip just goes and it's like, what the fuck? This is my fiance. And I go, oh fuck. That's not what I had meant to do at all. I'm so sorry. I apologize. They were like, what did my fiance do to me? I was like, do to you? And I'm like, bro, I literally... Also, Acidic, I got you. And thank you for the treasure and the good job. But yeah, that was it. Those are some embarrassing times where I'm just like, bro, brain, what the fuck are you doing to me? It's always when I'm the most confident that I'm the most wrong. Has anyone ever felt that where you're just like the most confident and then like, nope, nope, nope. And people wonder why I have low self-esteem. Smile. And that's why you start to gaslight yourself, because you're like, is it real? I will say something and then I'll be like, actually, no, it's actually the opposite thing. And I'll go back and forth between like things for the longest time. It's why I need something literally written down. So a lot of the times, like when someone tells me their username or like how to pronounce their username, what kind of non-obvious like nickname that they go by. I have to like, thank you for the lurk, by the way, Sensei. I have to what is it called? I have to remind myself by writing it down in the OBS thing, because I'm like, I will not remember. I will try to remember, but I will forget every freaking time. But that's okay. That's the beauty of memory, right? Oh, fuck. And then, like, with some, like, because I have some of them as, like, you know, usernames, I will literally, like, sometimes never remember what their actual username is, because I'm like, my side, I see nickname. I don't know your username anymore. What is your favorite musical? You know, that's actually a good fucking question. Whenever I get asked favorite questions, like, what's my favorite so-and-so, you know, I never know how to answer that, because I don't know, I've never felt strongly enough to be like, I don't know, how are you, lovely? I've never felt strong enough to be like, this is my number one. Like, I don't have those feelings. So a lot of times when people ask me what my favorite thing is, like what my favorite musical is, what my favorite movie is, I'm just like, I don't know. Lemon! Hi, how are you, lovely? I love you, Lemon. You have my heart. But I'm a bit sick. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, don't know. I hope you get better. I'm good. I got back from my second 8-hour shift, Smile. What percentage of your chat do you think is comprised of former theater kids? I'd say like 10%. I don't know. Maybe 20%. Probably more like 10. I don't think I have a very large audience that is former theater kids. Maybe 10 or 20%. But yeah, I'm good. I'm exploring my first 30-hour week this week, so you know, we're trying. We're trying here. How are you? Oh, I already asked that. I hope you're having a good day, as you said. I was and I'm still a lazy I was and still am a lazy shit, so true. Answer her, I guess. I feel like that would be what? Don't know. Oh shit! That was the fucking program that I forgot to open. God damn it! Give me a moment. Technical difficulties, as per usual. Give me a moment. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. There we go. Here, I'll redeem it for you. Again, acidic. I got you. I got you. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it, acidic. I just got off work, so I'm a little eepy, but I'm recovering. That is a mood, because I just got off work, I guess technically 2.5 hours ago, but like I got home an hour and a half ago and started streaming 20 minutes ago, so I didn't really get that much sleep. I'm gonna get through this. I believe in you, Lemon. But was your shift good? Was it fun? Okay, cool. I should say, Sensei, you probably should not bring up that you're underage drinking in a Twitch chat. That is probably against TOS, just FYI. It was honestly so boring. Hotel desk is a dead job. Bro, why didn't you bring, like, a book, Lemon? You've got the bookworm here, and you didn't bring a frickin' book? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Speaking of, oh right, I was going on a rant about not knowing my favorite anything. But if I were to say something was my favorite, I think it would have to be Nerdy Prudes Must Die. Cause like I think that's the only musical that I consistently listen to on repeat. So I guess that is probably my favorite one. Only things that I have favorites on is what's my favorite color? Blue, obviously. I don't know if you got that from my fucking vibe on the channel, but you know, it's a little it's a little blue here, you know? And then 2, what was I gonna say? 2, my favorite anime are Given and Detective Conan. I know that for sure. Oh, and my favorite book series I know is Skyward. Those are the 3 favorites that I know I have. Oh, I guess I did say that my favorite video game is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, but that's like the same thing of like, I kind of just am like, yeah, I guess it's Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door because it's my favorite game and it's the only game that I've really played multiple times. And I've adored it since childhood. So I'm like, I guess it's my favorite game. Honestly though, my favorite game might be fucking Valorant. Like, honestly, I think that is probably my favorite game because I play it so much. Oh, thank you for the nuggies. I needed that. I fucking love nuggies. If you don't know, actually, I do know my favorite food. My favorite food is fried rice, if you don't know. But if there are nuggies or chicken tendies at a restaurant, that is most likely what I'm going to get. Unless we're at an Asian restaurant and then I have other, priorities. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it, Lemon. If Chris is expecting a slow day, he brings a Switch to work. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Okay, Sensei, I love that you want to talk about that, but I feel like this should be taken outside of chat. Thank you though. Anyways, let's talk about my Vegas trip, right? So I got pictures. Anyways, let's go to pictures. I got pictures to show. Also, let me do this real quick. Just see some back end things. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hi. Here's my beautiful pictures. Vegas trip. Wow. Las Vegas trip. Crazy. Pictures? Yeah, I got pictures. I got the receipts, Katie, okay? I got them receipts. So we're gonna start with the first picture that I have, which is my day 1 outfit that I wore on the airplane. And I literally said on the airplane, I said, I don't give a... Ty! Thank you so much for the tier 1. Holy shit! I appreciate you 5 fucking months. I appreciate you so much, Ty. Holy shit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, sorry, Dono. Sorry. I forgot. You're trying to get better. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Also, I hate getting sick. Do you have like a cold or flu? Like what kind of sickness you got? How badly are you down with the sickness? Be honest. Vomit. Ooh. That's the worst of the list. I hope you feel better. Anyways, I literally got on the plane and was like, I don't give a fuck what I look like. I just want to be relaxed. And I want to be, like, kind of presentable. And so I was like, you know what? Green shorts, Paramore shirt, Kirby hat. That's a Pog outfit. Although I feel like if only I was wearing cargo pants, this would be a fucking Adam Sandler outfit. Let's be quite honest. But yeah, I didn't really give a shit about my appearance the first day because I was on a plane and I was like, oh, I don't care. Peak outfit, bro, Lynn. I don't know about that. Also, hi, Lynn. How are you? I do have a Discord. That's gonna be down below or ! Discord in the chat. W fit though, bro. So true. But like, so there's my fit. That's good. I'm glad. There's my fit. I fucking love this shirt. I got this in 2017 and I'm so glad it still fucking fits me. Or something. Like, that's when their last, tour was, right? 2017? I'm trying to think. That was when they were, doing their final tour before they took that break. When they released, what is that fucking album called? You know the album, right, guys? Right, guys, the album, you know. The album, guys. You know exactly you know exactly what I'm talking about. Also, thank you for the good job, Ty. After Laughter. It's when 2017 was when they released After Laughter. It was during that tour. This is their After Laughter tour. See, look, it even says it right there. The After Laughter Summer Tour, and I can't fucking read, so I didn't look at that. It literally says it right there. I think that was in it's either 2017 or 2018. I think it was 2017 though. But that was the first time I got to see them in concert, and I'm pogged that this shirt still fits me, because it's been like, what? 6-7 years? That's pretty pog for a shirt to still fit me. W me. Thank you, Rob, for the lurk. I appreciate you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. I'm enjoying everything. Hey, yo. When it comes to airport days, comfy over style, so true. I was so glad I was wearing this, by the way, because on the plane, it was so fucking hot. Like, I don't think they had their AC working or something like that. I literally was burning up, and I'm fucking wearing a t-shirt and, like, shorts, and I was still like, bro, this is so fucking hot. Also, hi, Stevie. How are you, lovely? Yeah. So excited, so excited. How are you, lovely? But yeah, this is the airport fit. Hated how hot it was, but you know, I'm glad that I wore this shit because then I wasn't like even hotter than I needed to be. Here's the beautiful view from our room. We got the beautiful room of the Aria and their construction on the sign. I'm good. Of course, I totally understand, Ty. I started pretty late. I understand. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love you so much. Mwah. Have a good night. We can see Aria. Pretty fucking dope. We got MGM Grand over there. Hassan Minaj. I was so mad because if we were just like, if we'd stayed for the weekend, we might have been able to see Hassan Minaj, which I would have been fucking down for that. That would have been exciting, but... Bro, how? Oh, are you talking about my view? Hi, Ducky! How are you? I'm usually not a leggings pants girly, but I wore leggings to the airport just to avoid a belt at TSA and that extra step. I'm gonna tell you, Katie, on my way home from this trip, because I stayed an extra night, I went to the airport in my pajamas. I was in my pajamas on my way home. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I just want clean clothes. The clothes that I was wearing the day prior were not very clean, and I was just like, I just want to wear clean clothes. I didn't pack extra pairs of clothes. I'm just gonna go to the airport in my fucking pajamas. I literally was like in my full-on like pajama. To be fair, they were cute pajamas. They were like Kate Spade pajamas, and they're like green and like have this cute little pattern. Like they're nice pajamas, but they are still very obviously pajamas. Bro, I had no clothes. I literally like, thank goodness I packed like an extra pair of underwear. I literally didn't pack anything else extra though. I only accidentally packed an extra pair of underwear. So like I was fine with that. I just had to wear PJs, you know, to the airport as someone usually does. Anyways, we'll get there in a bit. But here's my view from my room. It's very pretty, very nice. Not the best view that you can get from the place that I stayed, which I stayed at the Cosmopolitan, which if you don't know is kind of in the middle of the strip. Yeah, that's the picture from the hotel room back there from the Cosmo. Thank you, Ducky, for the hearts. I appreciate you. I'm a person that's like a 5-day trip. 9 pairs of underwear should be good. See, the thing is like, I didn't pack. I usually pack more than I need. Kind of like because just in case, but also because I kind of just forget, like I don't math very well sometimes. But I was trying to like not pack too much because I was going to be bringing some things home, Katie, and I was like, I need room in my bag. And so I was just like, I was trying to be on the lean, like the lighter side when it came to packing, just so that I had room to bring it back, because I didn't have that much room in my suitcase and I had to pack it with extra stuff. Most of it was able to get home with me. Only thing that wasn't able to get home was, I actually bought these really, I didn't buy them. My mom bought me these really cute, like butterfly wings. But they're very fragile. And, I couldn't bring them on the plane with me because like, I couldn't put them in my bag without like the possibility of them breaking. And so I was just like, I can't do this. And then my mom was like, I'll take them for you. And I was like, Pog, great. Love that. But, I've been in a room at the Cosmo before where on the opposite side of where we are here, you actually have a view of the fountain at the Bellagio, which if you've never seen, I have a picture coming up of the Bellagio fountain, but it's gorgeous. It's fucking stunning. It's amazing. I highly recommend like just looking at it if you've never been to Vegas, or if you ever go to Vegas, like just go and like stop by and look at it. They have, I think like every half hour, a show, the water fountain show, which is also really nice, which was really cool to see from our room before, like not this one obviously, but like the one that we had where we had view of the fountain. It was really nice. Anyways, next picture. I didn't really take, I kind of forgot to take pictures from day one, but really day one was getting checked into the room and then gambling, in which I lost, I think first day I lost about $120. I was not doing well. The Kirby fit was not pulling through, okay? Kirby fit fucking hated me. I'm sorry. Love you, Kirby. You were not lucky today. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, you know? It was really just those two things. It was gambling and then checking in a room. I don't think, yeah, we didn't really do anything. We went grocery shopping, and then we went to the, you can kind of see it over there. We went to the Delano / Mandalay Bay. We went gambling there, and that's where I lost some more of my money. Like it didn't matter where I went. That Kirby hat was bringing me bad luck no matter where we went. It was like, nah. Anyways, day 2 fit. This is more put together. I was like, oh yeah, we got the cute crop top into the cut overalls. Very cute, very chic. I bid $700 and won $2. Oh no, Ducky. That reminds me, I'll be on every single day because my mom won't be here to stop me getting motion sickness. Ooh. Well, I hope they have fun in Australia. But yeah, I got my new hat. This is my Kokomi bucket hat instead of my Kirby hat. Sorry, Kirby. You gotta be ditched because you lost me $100. Then we've got my Winnie the Pooh purse. I got so many compliments on my purse. Like, literally, this purse, every single time I take it to Vegas, is such a fucking hit. They always go, oh my god, your purse is so cute. And I go, oh my god, thank you. I got a couple compliments on my hat, too. One big thing is whenever you go to Vegas or any kind of gambling thing, specifically, I think Vegas, though, is that whenever people are leaving, the, casino, they don't typically tend to take their, tickets with them because, you know, they don't give out coins, and they don't, for some reason, they took away the ability to, like, donate to, a charity with your coins that you would get. So what ends up happening is people end up coming up to you and they'll like Either they'll give you a ticket with like a couple of cents on them, or they'll leave it at like a machine. And one time I got gifted a little ticket, and they were like, because I like your hat. And I was like, I do have a cool hat. I do have a very cool hat. This day, I lost about $30 more. So that was fun. I lost $30 more, so I was about 150 down, maybe 160 down. One of those. And then I got onto Willy Wonka, and it changed my entire trip. I literally got onto a Willy Wonka machine and won all of my money back. I won all of my money back. I ended up, at the end of me playing that machine, I ended up $10 up. Overall. So, I mean, like, $160 from one machine, pretty fucking good. So that was a pog moment of mine. And then we went here. This is called Momofuku. Very nice. It's in the Cosmo where we were staying. And they have really nice, like, ramen. We only go there for lunch, though, because they only... they only, like, do the ramen that I like at lunchtime. They don't sell it at dinner time. We, like, one time set a reservation for dinner because we're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna go here for dinner. And then we found out that they don't do, it was specifically, like, it's a shoyu pork ramen, right? So it's, like, you know, a very common ramen that you find at, like, any other ramen restaurant. They only serve it at lunch. And, like, we're looking at their menu, and I'm like, I can't eat anything else that's on this menu. That was the only thing I liked on this menu, and they only serve it at lunch. And so we're like, well, now it's a lunch-only place. So we get to, I guess I didn't take a picture of my food, but very yummy, very delicious. I'm also really bad at taking food pictures, but just know it was very delicious, very good. Moving on. We were going to dinners at Hell's Kitchen this night, so I changed into my Kate Spade dress. Very cute, very epic, very chic. Fishies. This was actually my graduation dress. This is the dress that I wore underneath my graduation robe. Fun fact, this is what I wore underneath my robe, my gown, when I graduated this last month. Pretty pog, if I say so myself. And so I was like, I also really like it because it's got pockets. You don't think it's got pockets, but it has pockets, baby. Like, it's like, there's one pocket right here, and then there's another one right there. It's pretty sick. I love dresses that have pockets. Anything that has pockets is a win in my book, because we don't get enough pockets. They hate women in pockets. But you know what? I'm willing to pay a little extra for some pockets. Anyways, very cute, very epic. And then this is our walk. We were walking to Hell's Kitchen. So here we have a picture of the other side of the strip. Pockets in a dress. I know, right? Acidic. Fucking sick. I love pockets in dresses. Most of my dresses have pockets in them. Most of my dresses have fucking pockets in them, and I love that. Pog me. Okay, so here we have Paris, which if you've never been to Paris, I highly don't recommend Paris. Me and my mom, oh, sorry, that was literally intelligible. I don't recommend going to Paris. Me and my mom avoid Paris like it's the plague. My mom went there once and she saw a cockroach and she said, never again. Specifically, she went there. Griffin, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Bye. Specifically, she was at a restaurant and she saw the roach and she's like, no, I cannot bring myself to do this again. So we literally avoid Paris like the plague. The only time I went to Paris was actually, we went to Beer Park up here at TwitchCon last year, which, like, I didn't have anything. I may have had, like a Shirley Temple or something like that. I literally didn't have anything when we went to Beer Park. I was like, I don't really care. I was like, it's technically outside Paris. It's not in it, but I was taking some pills. But yeah, so here's the other side of the strip. We got Paris, and then what used to be Bally's, and now it's gone. Rip Bally's. It's getting torn down. Then we got the Flamingo and Treasure Island down there. Pretty pog. Anyway, so here's the Bellagio fountains that I was talking about. Bellagio's so fucking massive. Their grounds are so massive, and that's because it does this like little U-turn thing because they hate us, and they're like, we need this giant ass fucking lake for our little fountain show. But it is very pretty to look at. So it's got that working for it. And then you can see Caesar's Palace, which is where Hell's Kitchen is. But it's very gorgeous, very pretty. Obviously this is not during one of their shows, but whenever like their shows go off, it goes like, there's like nice little sprays and everything like that. We did go through here on our way out of like after we went to Hell's Kitchen, we like stopped here and we gambled a little bit. And I fucking won another $100. Another fucking 100. Just like playing a machine. And so that was pretty pog. Smile. Let's just say this day was my lucky day. Anyways, here's Hell's Kitchen, the inside of it. You can kind of see where like everything is. On like what's not in the picture is on this side. So like in front, at the very front of this, there's like a red and blue section, kind of just like the show itself, where it's like divided in half and then one side's red and then one side's blue. It's really cool. I really like the theming of this restaurant a lot. They really go hell hard into the theming. We went here. I had my I usually get filet mignon, and then I also get their potato, like whipped potatoes basically. And I was very disappointed with my whipped potatoes. And the only reason why we come here, it's called potato puree. The only reason why we go here is because I enjoy their potato puree. You can get a good fucking filet anywhere, but the potato puree was like divine. But like I had it this time and I was like, man, something just doesn't feel right. Maybe I've grown out of it. I was like, this potato puree does not feel right to me. And so me and my mom were like, yeah, maybe we don't have to come here next time, which is probably better because if you've ever been to Hell's Kitchen, you have to reserve you have to reserve your slot, like your reservation months in advance. Because like this place, obviously because it's themed and it's very popular, it's a very popular show, right? It gets booked up very quickly. But anyways, that's where we went for dinner. Oh, here's a picture of my food. Oh my gosh, it's the only time I took a picture of my food, chat. Yay! You can see my potato puree there, and then my mom's like salmon or whatever back there. And then my tiny little Phoenix, thank you so much for the freaking tier 1. I don't know what to call you, Phoenix or Diablo. I think I should just call you Phoenix. Hell's Kitchen, that's where I bake with this dumpy, bro. That dumpy's on fire. Thank you so much for the 17 months. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Phoenix, so much. Anyways, so this is the potato puree where I was like, maybe I'm good without potato puree. Phoenix or Jake nowadays. I mean, I'm sure people call you Phoenix nowadays because that's your username. But it's weird to call you Phoenix when I know you as I've met you as Diablo. I'm like, you're Diablo to me, you know? El Diablo. Anyways, but like I said, filet was filet. You can't fuck up filet in my honest opinion. It's very good. And that was my meal. And then here is where I definitely met Gordon Ramsay. This is definitely a picture of me with the well-renowned Gordon Ramsay and not anything else. You can tell because he definitely looks legit and it's definitely not a screen behind me. I believe it. Fuck. And he what did I say before? He taught me how to throw it back. What did I say when I originally posted this picture? I don't remember. Oh yeah. He taught me how to serve. Yeah, it is IRL me. It is IRL me. There's quite a couple pictures of IRL me in this slideshow. The next day, the lamb sauce. I'm an idiot sandwich, okay? He also put bread against my face and he called me an idiot sandwich. 100% real, not a cardboard cutout. That's just what he looks like. It's not even a cardboard cutout, Acidic. It's literally just a screen. They have like this video of him playing in the restaurant, and I just took a picture with the video in the background. I mean, I didn't take a picture with any video. This is legit him. That's literally him. That's definitely him. Anyways. And then, like I said, we went through the Bellagio, which if you don't know, also Acidic, thank you so much for the hydrate. I appreciate it. If you don't know, the Bellagio is very known for its conservatory because they constantly do like different themes with them, which I think is very wasteful for the trees that are in there. But you know what? That's okay. Whatever. Bro, I just went feral on that man, on the old man. I just went. They were all terrified. That's why I was able to get so close to it, because I terrified them so much that they were like, okay, I guess we're gonna have to let her get near Gordon Ramsay for a picture. But yeah, I'm like, why do they waste so many like plants? Because they constantly like take it out and then put new ones in, and I'm like, that's kind of wasteful. But it's very pretty. Look how gorgeous everything is. I took a lot of pictures here. Very gorgeous, very pretty. Asana! Hi! Oh my gosh, and you're playing Dead by Daylight. I fucking love Dead by Daylight. How have you been enjoying the D&D DBD update? The DBD. Release the Kraken! The Kraken's been released. Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Emmy. I play a variety of games right now, though. However, I am recapping my Las Vegas trip, in which I got to bring home all my money and more. So that's pretty pog. The DNDBD update has been pretty fun. I played a little bit of it last night and I really enjoyed it. Vecna feels way OP right now. Honestly, I kind of got that vibe too when I was playing against him. I played one game against him. And not gonna lie, him with the ability to fucking pick up pallets and then also like kind of have like a artist ability where like he sends out like, you know, a guy that goes straight forward, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, we played on an inside map, Alsana, and against him, and that was fucking awful. That was, he can also block pallets. I didn't see that. I just saw him pick up my pallets multiple times. Luna! Oh my god, I love you so much. I haven't seen you forever. I've been good. I'm recapping my Vegas trip that I just took last weekend. No, last week. Not last weekend. Last week. It's the same palette pickup ability, Mage Hand. Oh, Mage Hand can block it too. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I was in Vegas. I was just in Vegas Monday through Friday, technically, because I left Friday morning. Due to my plane getting canceled. I was stuck in Vegas. Wish I knew that we could have hung out or something. Oh, I didn't know you lived in Vegas. I would have totally let you know. I may not have bought something off your Steam wish list. Bro, don't tell me that, Acidic. You're lying. Mm-mm. Oh, hell yeah. I usually play it offline with, my friend Bunny. But you're lying. See, I don't have anything. What a liar you are. You didn't buy anything. I have no new notifications. That's crazy, Acidic, that you would lie. gently. I've missed your face. I've seen that you've been doing a lot of on Twitter. You've been talking about a lot of updates to your model. How have they been? I've seen a couple of them. Says it went through on my end. I don't see shit. You're such a liar. Bro, I can't believe I raised a liar. That's crazy. I see nothing. It says that I don't have anything. You need to check your inventory. I'm checking my notifications. It'll tell me in my notifications, but I can check my inventory too, I guess. I have just a card in my inventory. I don't have anything. Gifts? No. I don't have anything. Well, let's just wait a bit and maybe it'll pop up. You know, maybe it's just taking a little bit. Usually if I go to notifications, it'll pop up. Head paps. Head paps, head paps. Weird chip. But how was your stream, Osana? Did you win any games? Damn, Acidic the Fibber. I know, right? Bro, Acidic really fibbing over here. No, I'm kidding. Actually won quite a few. Bro, must be nice. I don't win shit. I've changed the wolf form to look more like Wendigo vibes since I'm a Wendigo wolf now, and my friend has been working on a 2D model. Oh, I'm excited for you. I have a 3D model now, Luna. Now I've got the 3D. I just can't use it right now because my phone broke. The phone that I use for tracking broke. I gotta get that fixed on Monday. Bro, don't even lie, Diablo. You know I've won your fucking heart. You know I've won your fucking heart. Don't even lie. Don't even lie. As both Survivor and Killer, I don't play Killer. Killer is too much pressure for me. I literally would have a panic attack. Wait, I'm gonna check my Gmail, but I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I'm not even getting a Gmail notification. Acidic, I hope everything's okay. I hope you didn't... I don't want you... I hope you didn't get scammed out of your money. That would be upsetting. I don't want you to get scammed out of your money. That would be upsetting. Anyways. I've been using a phone for face tracking too, but Unity messaged up and my model has been blend shapes to use tracker Unity equals garbage. Yeah. I use my phone. My iPhone. I have an iPhone, specifically that I got for free from my mom because it got water damaged and now it got water damaged again. And so now it's fucked up. Oh, messed up. Oh, no, wait. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it messed up. That's fucked up, man. It won't let me give it to you without gifting? That's weird. Acidic, add me on, Steam. Just add me on Steam. Maybe that'll help. And also you can refund it. You can refund the gift, whatever it was. Since you have, since one, it just happened, and two, you haven't played 2 hours of the game. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm excited for your 2D model. I'll hopefully have a 2D model eventually. Smile. My dream is to have a 2D model with next year. Smile. We'll see if that comes true. I have the money for it. I'm just waiting to see, one, if when the person that I want to commission opens their commissions, and two, if I get accepted. It's those two things. I do have one. I do appreciate the artist for making it. However, there are certain things that I don't particularly enjoy about my 2D model, which is why I mostly use my 3D model now. One, it's also very much a lot more interactive, and also I love the face shapes that I can make with it, because my 2D model is not doesn't have the blend shapes or the face shapes for like utilizing phone tracking, right? But like my 3D model was made with those in, so I can literally stick out my tongue and do all the fun stuff that's like really fun with it. Which is what I like about it a lot. Because it's got that AR kit. Anyways, pictures. Pending invites. Yeah, Acidic, how about you? Oh, there we go. Gotcha, Acidic. There you go. Maybe it'll work then. Anyway, so there's the beautiful pictures of the Bellagio. I kind of want to show you progress so far with the 2D model, but I still want to... honestly, it's your prerogative, whatever you would like, Luna. I always love to see sneak peeks of people's stuff, but also, you know, I understand the wanting to be a surprise. I've hidden stuff for so long where I'm just like, I don't want to show anyone because I want it to be like, oh my god, wow, kind of moment. But also, I'm a terrible fucking, like, not with other people's things. I'm really good at keeping other people's secrets. I'm just really bad at keeping my own fucking secret. Other people's secrets, I'm a tight-lipped person. I won't fucking talk shit. But the second that it's something that I want to keep secret, I'm just like, I just want to share with people. I just want to show everyone because I think it's so cool and I love it so much that I just want to share it with the world. But like, I also don't want to share it with because I want it to be this like special little moment. I'm very impatient in that way. Anyways, we got the pictures of the Bellagio, very pretty, very big. Look at that. There's like a cafe like back here, and it was okay. I've been there before. It was okay. They do have a crepes back here as well, which were really good. Day 3 fit, bro. Which fit is the best fit thus far? Okay, let's go through it again. Let's go through the fits again. Day 1 fit. Day 2 fit. Day 3 fit. Honestly, I think I rocked day 3 the best. I feel like it's amazing. Best fit. I want to post on Twitter just the eyes, but I'm like, no. Day 3 for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like I rocked day 3 fit. Wait for the rigging process happens and then do it. Yeah, that's how I felt. That's what I felt when I got my 3D model, and I was just like, I just wanna show people how amazing this is, you know? But I can't until I debut it. And then ever since I've debuted it in April, and then I've just been using it since. Thank you. Yeah, I rocked this shit. I literally wasn't even on purpose. I realized how perfectly the colors matched with my Ponyo shirt to my Kokomi bucket hat. I was like, oh my god, this is literally perfect. Blue is my favorite color, but I feel like this was just like, I really love this shirt, this Ponyo shirt. I love the pastels. I love that it's a crop top. This is one of my favorite shirts right now. I do have a TikTok. Also, I got the gift. I got the gift from Acidic. Thank you, Acidic! Acidic got me. Let's build a zoo. I fucking this game looks so fucking cute. I've wanted it for a while. I did read it. You're so sweet. I'm so glad to have you a part of my community, Acidic. Thank you so much for the gift. You were so kind. I love that it says that you added it to your library because you accidentally bought it for yourself. That's so silly. But this... Oh, you bought me the deluxe edition? Oh my god. So I really wanted this game because one thing about me is that I've never played Zoo Tycoon or like Park Tycoon, like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I never as a kid got to play those games, and I've always liked watching other people play them. Like I've always wanted to play it. I've just never played them. And so when I saw this and I was like, oh my god, this is literally like that, except it's cute and it's newer. I added it to my wish list, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. That's crazy. I've never really played one. I'm excited to play this eventually. We'll bring back Cozy Game Day again, and we'll play this during Cozy Game Day. Because it's been a while since I've done one of those, but I really do want to play more Cozy games again. Cutie pie. Hi, Celeste. How are you? That's good. Good. Thank you for the hydrate, Celeste. I appreciate it. I'm sick from Offkai. No, Celeste. I'm so sorry that you're sick. How was Offkai, though? I'm so jealous. I want to go to Offkai one year. I've decided that Offkai will be the next convention that I add whenever I get a full-time job. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Offkai and be cool. It was lots of fun. I've never been to a con before. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad that you had fun. I love going to cons. Cons are so much fun. I hope to go again next year. I'd love to meet you. I don't think I'll be able to go next year. I don't know. With my way with jobs right now, I don't know how it's gonna be, but I hope to eventually be able to go. Although I want to go to a lot of conventions, to be fair. My main priority when it comes to, like, getting a full-time job is, like, I get a full-time job. I continue going to New York Comic Con every year and going to TwitchCon every year. But also adding onto the list is I want to go to a lot more book conventions, so I get a lot more arcs. Smile, because I'm addicted. Also, thank you, Celeste! I appreciate it. My phone broke, and so that's why we're in PNG mode, but I appreciate it. Oh, I'm glad that it's not COVID. I actually caught a cold, like, literally right before we were going on a trip. I had a test for COVID before we went on the Vegas trip, but I did not have COVID. I tested, and I tested negative. I love this top, too. It's literally, like, one of my favorite tops. Welcome back from the ads. We didn't really talk about much. A streamer I know that went to Offkai tested positive for COVID. Oh. See, that's my one thing with cons. I really try my best to keep a mask on when I go to conventions. I've been kind of worse with it the last couple ones that I went to. I was really good at wearing it during New York Comic Con, but I was really bad at wearing it during TwitchCon last year. I think it's because, even though, like, a lot of our friends, like, streamer friends that I went with, were like, yeah, let's wear, like, masks and stuff, like, no one wore a mask, and so I felt like the odd man out, and I felt stuffy in my mask, that I ended up not wearing my mask, which, oopsie poopsie, but also, I didn't get Rona, and all my other friends did, so, pog me, I guess? Pog me, though? No Rona for this girly? I also took, like, right before we went, a little bit before we went, I got my, corona vaccine. My dosage, which was nice. This trip, I didn't go, and take my mask around. Usually, I also do it in casinos. It's a lot of, like, normally I won't wear one, but when there's so many people, I feel like I have to, because when you have so many people in such close proximity to each other, it's so hard to tell who has Rona and who doesn't. You're far more likely to get Rona during that than like any other normal day occurrence. Also, thank you, Dodo. You're so sweet. When I went to KomoriCon last year, I got really sick with an upper respiratory infection. All the COVID symptoms, but I had 4 negative tests from 3 different stores. It was awful. Oh. Was it maybe, what is it called? It's not, what is called? Like, it's like related to the throat. One second. Throat, sicknesses. What was it? What is it called? Was it strep? That's what I had. I had strep before. Strep fucking sucks. If you've ever had strep, oh, bro, you understand. I fucking hate strep. I had it once and it was terrible, awful, Your Honor. I think I had that same reaction when I thought strep was COVID. And then I went to the fucking doctor and they're like, no, you just have strep. And I was like, oh, fuck me, I guess. Damn. Considering the pandemic isn't, well, the world isn't stopped because of it anymore. It's tough to find a good mask that works for me. Honestly, I have a couple that are really good. I don't know where they went, though. They're, like, misplaced somewhere. I have, like, a couple really good ones. I like them because they're very thin in material. And so they're very stretchy, so it feels very comfortable on my skin and doesn't feel like I'm being suffocated. Mocha, my friend Mocha Mage, they made me a mask, and I actually brought that mask with me to my Las Vegas trip. I do still wear masks on the plane. I don't think I would be able to fucking live with myself if I didn't wear a mask on a plane because, again, close proximity, and there's a bunch of fucking people on there. I don't know what they have. Especially when it comes to planes, I feel like people are more likely to just dismiss COVID symptoms because if they're trying to get home, they're like, I just need to get home, and so they won't even like worry about it. So I was just like, I need a mask up. I always take a mask and I just go, yep, well. I'm pretty sure me and my mom caught COVID together. Surprisingly, my dad never caught it as far as I'm aware, but those couple of weeks sucked. Yeah, it was awful. I've had COVID once. I did have a very light COVID, so that was really nice, but it was still kind of bad. We slightly lost taste and smell, and we were bedridden for it. Oof. The one time that I caught COVID was in 2022 when I first started my job that I currently work for. So I started my first day, right? I went to my first day of work. And then literally after my first day of work, I went on vacation to Seattle with a lot of my friends, all my online friends. We went to Seattle. And then, I love Mocha. But Mocha was sick with the Rona. And, we all ended up, and by we all, I mean, I think it was just me. I think it was just me and then someone else that we knew that ended up with the Rona. And we were like, it was awful. But I had already had, I think, 3 shots up to that point. And so it was actually very mild, which was very nice. It was a very mild COVID. But it still sucked to not, like, be able to smell anything, and have a very bad sore throat. I layer a K95 with a fabric mask over it if I'm in a crowd area. Yeah. Oh, KN, sorry. KN95 with a fabric. Yeah. I've always been really tough when it comes to things covering my mouth. I don't know why. I've always been really, when something is covering my mouth or my face, like my entire face, I've always found it hard to breathe. I can't breathe very well. It's why I think one time I had one of those special masks that like are supposed to like, you know, stop you from getting COVID like the most effectively. I literally put it on my face and I could not fucking breathe. I could not breathe. I was like, I can't live like this. Like it feels like I'm going to die. And so I stick with those like lighter materials because I don't feel like I'm gonna die and I can still kind of protect myself and others around me. I need one that I can use an ear saver with. It has a metal strip on the nose. One I can put my foam mask inserts in. Oh yeah. I get that sometimes with the hot fog on your glasses for sure. Also, thank you for the good job, Acidic. I appreciate you. If I can't use an ear saver, I get bad headaches from pulling on my ears. Ah, I see. I don't know if it's just me. I get headaches really easily from strong smells. So whenever I go, specifically, I go to Las Vegas, and you know, one of the things about Las Vegas Strip is that there's a lot of smokers, because a lot of the casinos are like smoking allowed casinos. If I get too much smoke near me, I start getting a sinus headache. I've had it happen with me we had it happen during this trip actually, where someone was sitting next to us and they were smoking their, you know, cigarette. And I literally just started having a headache because I was just, I couldn't handle having it like next to me at all. I just started having a headache. And I was like, I'm in pain. Being right here, I am in pain. And it was, I think the last day too, that or was really close to the last day. So it was like, yeah. That's not true, Luna. That's not true, actually. There is a no smoking casino, and that is MGM Park, which if you've never been in there, smells fucking amazing because there's literally, oh my god, Cheap, that fucking got me. Hi, Cheap. It kills me too. It smells so clean in there. We went there for, I don't envy you. I can't stand being near anyone who is smoking, regardless what they're smoking. Yeah, same with that, Celeste. Like, even if it's weed, I can't stand it for very long. I die. Yeah, it really is like, ooh. But I have had it happen where I've had a headache from, you know, there with them smoking, and then I've also had headache in, oh yeah, MGM Park is a non-smoking casino, so it's very nice and smells very nice inside. I know because I actually went to it during my trip here because we went to see Maroon 5 and they have their residency at MGM Park. Fucking was amazing when we were there. It was great. But what was I saying? I was saying something. Oh yeah, I went to New York City, and this was at like 2021, so it was still kind of like pandemic time. We went to New York City because we went to the first Comic-Con back. And I remember like walking the streets of New York City and getting a headache, and I like because of all the smells. And I remember telling my dad that, and he was like, "Uh-oh, you better not have COVID." And I was like, "I don't think I have COVID. I think I'm just like there's just too much smoke around. And I think I'm getting a sinus headache." And I was like, if we get to the room, I bet you my headache's gonna be gone. And we got back to our hotel room where I could like breathe for a little bit and my headache went away. Cause I'm like, yeah, it's just how it fucking works. I smell too much smoke. I get a sinus headache. I go somewhere where there's no smoke. It goes away. Yeah. Anyways, I didn't get through all the chats up above, so let me get through that. I hate not being able to smell anything. Such a mood. I haven't had confirmed COVID, but my mom and I still think we both had it early 2020 when it was basically considered a weird viral bug in the DFW area. Yeah. I remember in 2020, I went to a convention right when all the COVID stuff was happening. It was during my spring break at school. And I went to a convention and I didn't even think about it at the time. Like, I was just like, okay, it's just a COVID. And then the shutdown happened. I was like, oh, I just went to the last fucking event that we're gonna have in forever. I think because of the pandemic and having to wear a mask while at work at Home Depot in the garden department, a very active job, I got terrible anxiety from struggling to breathe through the mask constantly. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, anything covering my mouth, I'm just like, I'm out. I cannot breathe. It has to be very light for me to feel very comfortable when it comes to breathing. Obviously, I know some people like to use the excuse of, oh, well, I can't breathe with a mask on, and that's why I don't wear a mask. I would never wear a mask because of those reasons. During pandemic times, I had a mask on my face at all times. Obviously, we're always in pandemic times because, you know, COVID is never going away. But when it was more prevalent to have, like, the lockdown, etc., you would still find me with a fucking mask on my face because that's a decent thing to do. Cheeb and I understand with the cigarette smoke. Any kind of smoke, though, kills us. Good night, Cheeb. Sleep well. I'm late on that, but good night, Cheeb. Appreciate you. But yeah, I went to MGM Park, Luna. It was nice. It was a nice breath of fresh air. So nice. I hated it, but I put up with it because I'm a reasonable person. Yeah, it's just like, you can be fine. You'll be fine. Also, Acidic, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate you. Good have EPs. Have good EPs. Why did I say good have EPs? Bro, what the fuck was that? Anyways. And then we went to Area 15. Smile. I had never looked at any of the stuff outside of Area 15 before. I always just walked past it to go straight into Area 15. So we had like, I think like an hour before. We didn't actually go to, a lot of people when they see Area 15, they always go like, oh, did you go to a Mega Mart? No, actually I didn't go to a Mega Mart. I went to Area 15 because I was like, I always go to a Mega Mart, but I've never been to anything else, like at all in Area 15. So it's like, I kind of want to just eat something. Like, I want to go, because I know it has restaurants. Like, I've seen restaurants, etc. Hi, Taco. How are you, lovely? I've seen, like, restaurants around, you know? So, like, clearly they have food that you can eat there. I was like, I'm going to go there and get some food, you know? I've been there. I've been to Omega Mart twice. 2 times. You were in Vegas recently? Yes, I was, actually. I was in Vegas last week. Last Monday through Friday, which I'm actually really glad about because, I live in Vegas. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I go to Vegas every once in a while, a lot more frequently than any other location because my mom, is a big gambler, and because she's a big gambler, she gets a lot of, like, free room deals, etc. And usually what happens is she goes, yo, Emmy, I have this deal for a room. I'm going to go to this I'm going to book this free room. Do you want to join? And then I go, yeah, I'd love to join. And then she pays for everything, including my, plane ticket and also my food. And also sometimes my gambling. Not anymore, but like, it used to be like she would take care of my gambling too, but like, now I bring my own money. But basically, she pays for it all. Like, why would I ever say no to a free trip? You know, I get to eat good food, and I get to gamble, and I get to spend time with my mom. I mean, like, that's a triple whammy, if you ask me. Sounds like a good thing. It's hot here now. Yeah, it was pretty hot when I was there. Thankfully, we actually rented a car. This was the first time we'd ever rented a car while staying in Vegas. We rented a car. It was nice. It was nice to have a fucking car so we don't have to walk in the goddamn sun. Whew. But yeah, I've been to Omega Mart twice, but I didn't go this time. This was not one of the times that I went to Omega Mart. I went to Omega Mart during TwitchCon, and then I also went a previous time when we were in Vegas. But this time we went to go get food because I was like, I want to have some cool food. So we went in. Very cool. I love this. It reminds, obviously, like the typical Vegas sign, and it also kind of reminds me of Fallout New Vegas because it's based on Vegas, obviously. Then there was this really cool, like, metal box that had like a bunch of mirrors. It was so sick. So like it's called like an infinity box or whatever. So this is actually the exit right here, as you can tell with like the light coming through. That's where it was. My mom leaves me behind when she goes to Vegas. Sure, take the younger kids who can't even gamble with you. That's crazy, Stevie. Yeah, my mom takes me. She's like, let's go to Vegas. And I go, okay. But $200 for just one day, that was a big oof. Yeah, TwitchCon is very expensive when it comes to going. I'm going again this year. And it is more expensive than what I pay to go to New York Comic Con, and that's a 4-day convention. I pay more to go 3 days to TwitchCon than I go to New York Comic Con. But also, I don't think I would give up TwitchCon going to TwitchCon because I actually really enjoy going to TwitchCon. It's a good place to connect, and I also really like to go to Artist Alley. I really loved Artist Alley last year at TwitchCon. I really did. It was such a good like relief to go to TwitchCon Artist Alley and like see a bunch of artwork that I enjoyed and liked and understood where it came from. I was very right after I'd just gone to New York Comic Con, and at New York Comic Con I was actually very disappointed with the Artist Alley because they mostly only had like comic stuff, which I was always like, yeah, oh my gosh, they had like comics at a comic convention. But like New York Comic Con has always been special to me because it is called New York Comic Con, but it is a convention for a very large variety of things. And I love that about it. Like you can go there and I enjoy many different hobbies, and it has all of my favorite hobbies in one place. It's such a good convention for that. Like I fucking love it for that. And so like I was very disappointed when I went to Comic-Con this year and they had only like comic, like really like not comic artists, but like they had like artists that draw only like comic stuff, which is like not my type of thing. Like I don't really like that. I like books. I like games. I was really expecting to find at least one Astarion print when I was there, and I didn't find any Astarion prints, and I was very disappointed for that. Actually, that's not true. I think I found one Astarion print and I bought it. But I was very like disappointed with the amount of people that were there, and no one fucking had Astarion prints or anything from Baldur's Gate, even though that was like the biggest game at the time going. Like that was during the time that Baldur's Gate was literally talked about every fucking day, and they didn't have any merch from it. None. Zero. Zip. Anyway. That was another reason where I was like, oh my god, TwitchCon's really cool, because, like, I can buy a bunch of fucking stuff that I actually really like for once in my life. I know. The price is a big reason. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to go to TwitchCon. That's understandable. Anyways, so you can kind of see the light right there, and then, like, we got the mirrors on both sides. You can see me right there. Here's a picture of the mob. It's really fucking sick. And then here's a picture of me again. Oh my god, look at me. And moved to Comic-Con, but there's this one guy, one stand you have to be careful of. There's stolen works and didn't. Oh. I usually only go to Artist Alley, where the artists are like the people. Usually, when you go to Artist Alley, the people who are the artists are the ones that are selling their prints. I don't buy stuff that are above, like, what you're describing sounds like a vendor, and that would be upstairs. And I don't buy art from vendors. I just buy them from artists downstairs. And sometimes it's very obvious to see when it's stolen because the art style won't match at all. My girlfriend went to TwitchCon last year, but I don't think either of us are going this year at all. Oh, I'm sorry, Celeste. Also, oh, wait, it was just your girlfriend. It wasn't you. Yeah, frick stolen art. Anyways, you can see me forever. Look at that. Oh my god, I go on forever and ever. And then they had this robot, and I took a picture of this because it said, obviously it's dedicated to the Iron Giant because it looks just like the Iron Giant, but they're also like, it's dedicated to fucking Bender, and I was like, oh my god, I love Bender, and all the other robots who help show us that you don't have to be human to have humanity. Fucking love Bender. That man's fucking awesome. I learned that this year, Eternal Emmy, exactly. I learned that this year at New York Comic Con, Bender's voice actor is going to be at New York Comic Con, and I kind of want to see him. Also, like, I feel like the entirety of Futurama's cast is going to be at New York Comic Con, because I saw that Leela was there. The voice actress for Leela is there. The voice actor for Fry is there. Yeah, Stevie. Yes. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, I want to see Bender. You know who else is gonna fucking be there? The voice for Astarion, Stevie. I'm literally like, I'm so fucking pumped for this year. I'm going to get a ticket to talk to Neil. I'm going to get a ticket to talk to Neil. You have to pay to meet them, but like, I will fucking pay money to meet them. I'm sorry. I will. Shut up and take my money for real. That's this moment, Ducky. I'm like, shut up and take my money. Let me meet them. I have loved, I originally found, this is such a wild story. I originally found Futurama when I was on vacation. I don't remember where, but I was on vacation. And we didn't have any. Why the fuck do I gotta be so broke? So true. I literally was like, when I saw that I had to pay, so like all of them were decent prices too. Like they're pretty hefty, like about almost. So I think for Bender it was $100 to see him. Let me look again. I was like ooh. Oh, I don't have the picture. No, it was $100 to see the voice actors for Leela. I think it was $60 or $70 to see the voice actor for Bender, and then it's $60 to see Neil. So I probably will only be able to see one, maybe two. I might be able to see Bender and Neil, but I don't think I'll be able to see Leela's voice actress. Which, womp womp, but you know, I don't have that type of money. Anyways, I was on vacation and they had like nothing on TV at all. And so we're kind of flipping through channels, and then all of a sudden we came across good old Comedy Central. This is the first time I'd ever watched Comedy Central too. And we turned it on and I was like, oh my god, what is this show? It was their worst nightmare, because after watching one random episode of Futurama, I became addicted. That became one of my favorite shows during that time. I think that was like beginning of high school, maybe middle of high school. I'm trying to remember when it was, but I've loved Futurama for a while now. It was when they were originally airing the quote-unquote last season, season 10, was it? During that one, that was a good fucking time. Futurama is the best. So true, Mocha. Oh my god, speaking of Mocha, we were talking about you earlier, Mocha. Hi, love you. Mwah. Also, there you go, Ducky, I got you. Good things. No, we're not gossiping. I just was saying that you made a mask for me. And that you also gave me COVID. You know, as one mentions. Anyways, fucking Futurama's sick as fuck. I need to watch the new season. I haven't watched it yet. I was working my way through Futurama, then they pulled it from Netflix. It's on Hulu now, Celeste. I'm watching it on Hulu. It's pretty dope. I recommend. Anyways, here's the full robot here that they were talking about. I still don't know how I got COVID from that trip. I don't know either. It's really fucking massive. It's really cool too. Very sick. I don't have Hulu. No. Here's a mask to prevent COVID. Also have some COVID. It wasn't at the same time, Katie. The COVID case was 2 years ago, but they just recently gave me a mask. They gave me a mask through the mail. But, you know what's wild, Mocha? Half of the times I've met you, there have been COVID cases. Coincidence? I think not. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Until this year, it was all the times that I met you. Coincidence? I think maybe. Mayhaps. But yeah, it's very sick. Very cool thing. And I got COVID both times. No, wait, I didn't remember who got COVID during TwitchCon. I just remember I didn't get COVID and I was so fucking happy. I was so happy to not get COVID. Oh, no, Mocha. No. Frick whoever brought COVID, for real. For real. Anyways, and then here's the entrance to Area 15. Very sick. Got 2 dogs. Woof woof on the entrance, you know? I really like the way that this makes an A, too. Looks sick. And then, like, you go in and there's, like, this really futuristic, like, room. Am I normal? I never had COVID. Don't say never, ducky. COVID's the new flu. It comes, it's a forever thing. Except now we have COVID seasons, and there's now a COVID season and now a flu season, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. That makes sense. RIP. And then here's the sick Area 15. And guess what I did, Mocha? Oh wait, first they also like these cool things that I hadn't seen before, where they're like had fake flowers like as like a seating area. It was very sick. And then there's me sitting in it, pog. What I did, oh, and there's this really cute thing. I really love this. This was really cute. I took a picture of it because I thought it was such a cute fucking like picture. I loved it. Anyways, guess what I did? I finally did this fucking zipline thing. I remember when we went in October and y'all did this and I was like, I didn't do it at the time because I was like, man, I'm already spending a shit ton of money. I cannot. And I was like, I cannot. I really cannot like go on it because, oh, you didn't? Okay. Well, I know Rainy did. I know a couple people did. I didn't go on it. But they went on the zipline thing. And I was like, I know it's gonna be like $20 and I can't afford it right now. I was like, I cannot afford it. I was like, I'll come here another time with my mom and we'll go on it then. And so I finally got to go on it. And there's one track that goes like straight the entire time. And then there's one, you can kind of see it right here. It dips down and then goes back up. Like it goes underneath like an indoor zipline. I've never done zip lines, too afraid of heights. My mom is also afraid of heights, Luna. And you know what she fucking did? She went on this motherfucking zip line. I don't know why, but she was like, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, okay. I don't know why she did it. She was rationalizing it to herself. She's like, at least if I fall from here, it's only like 2 stories and I can live. And I was like, okay, Mom, you do what you do. Hi! Can I call you Philly? Or Pilly, I guess, because you don't have an H. Pilly? Hi, how are you? But, I did this and I did the one that goes down. And literally so fucking terrifying. So terrifying. So fucking terrifying. I am not someone who's like very afraid of things. Like I usually like kind of get thrills out of stuff and I'm okay with that. But I feel like there's something different. Also, thank you, Billy, for the follow. Welcome in. Hi. I feel like it's different when you're the one controlling the speed, because one thing I didn't know about this is that you actually control the speed in which you go for. You can full throttle it and then just like go down, and then you can release and it'll like, you know, it'll slow down, right? But it'll never stop is what they said. So like I was like full throttling it. What are you doing? I'm recapping my trip that I went to Vegas last week. So I'm recapping what I did and what I saw and experienced, etc., etc. Did a lot of fun things, did a lot of cool things. Had some uncool things happen to me. And that's basically what we're doing. We're just chatting, we're vibing, you know? But anyways, I thought I was gonna be able to full throttle it all, and then, I got to this fucking thing, and it just, I feel like it's different when you're the one in control of, like, when you're in control of, like, the speed that you go at. When you feel the speed, like, you're in control of it, I literally was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking, I literally felt like something was gonna happen to me. Like, I was gonna, like, fall, or, like, I was gonna swing too hard, etc. I literally was so terrified when I was going down here. So I literally took my hand off the fucking thing when I was going down this little hill. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And, like, it doesn't help that the only thing that's holding you up during this thing is, like, straps. Like, normal Velcro straps. Obviously, it's like a harness, you know? But, like, you're only being held up by a harness. That's not very, like, reassuring. I was like, it's not actually Velcro. It's like, you know, carabines, like, all that kind of stuff, you know. Also, I love the Crunchyroll emote. Yeah. So it's like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not Velcro, but, like, you know what I mean when I say that. I didn't know how to explain it, but, like, I was being held up by only, like, a harness that was turned into a seat, like, as a seat harness, so you can sit in it, but, like, it's still, all it is like you're holding up by, like, a couple, you know, carabiners, and that's it. Yeah, that means I'll never go on a zip line in Lamau, no heights, and no to the unsafety that you're explaining. Yeah. It was fine, but it definitely didn't feel safe at some times, you know what I'm saying? But my mom went on after me and my cousin went on. So it was me and my cousin went first, and then my mom went on afterwards. And when I was finished, I said, Mom, you do not want to go on the one that I just went on. There is a dip, and you would hate it. I was like, and we have, like, kind of this, like, miscommunication. She's like, you want me to go on the one that you went on? And I'm like, said, no, I'm telling you that I don't want you to go on that one because it has a dip, and I don't want you to be scared, and I know you'll be scared if there's a little dip in your thing. So you're gonna go, and you're gonna go straight. I've never tried Filipino food, and I'm very picky. I'm very scared to try new things because I'm afraid that if I don't want to waste money on something that I don't like. So a lot of times I tend to buy only things that I like. Because of that. But I've never had it, so I wouldn't know. So we went through that, and then she realized that I meant she should go on the one that and also another thing that I didn't realize is that the reason why you go under is that they actually switch the tracks that you're on. Like, one track, the track goes under this one, the one that goes straight, and then it goes on the other side so that you switch places by the time that you're done. And so that was a reason why she was like, she didn't understand what I meant, was because I was like, yeah, don't go on the one that I went on, but the one that I wanted to go on was the one that like, the place where I ended. But when I said don't go on the one that I went on, I meant, like, where I had started. Yeah. But it was nice. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Mocha, thank you so much for the look. I appreciate you. Mwah. And then we had food at a place that was, like, down here-ish. Oh, you can't see it. It was, like, on the first floor. Oh, yeah. Like, it was kind of, like, underneath me down here, you know? It's behind my head, but, like, it's kind of, like, down there. I got a burger, and honestly, it looked like the kind of place where you get, like, gourmet burgers, you know what I'm saying? Like, not, like, thin burgers, but, like, thick burgers. But when my burger came out, it was a, you know, like, standard burger size, and I was very disappointed. It was like a, you know, type of burger that you, like, that you get at, like, McDonald's, you know? Like, it was a standard burger size. It wasn't big. It wasn't juicy. And I was kind of upset. And like I ended up not eating that, and I was like, ooh, I like not eating it. And I was like, ooh, this wasn't very good. I didn't really like it. But you know what? That's okay. Because I had a shit ton of pretzels. So like, you know, a win's a win. A win's a win. I wonder how many pictures I have left. Oh yeah. And then we went to go see Maroon 5. Just because they have a residency. And that was literally the only show that I was kind of interested in to go see while we were there. Because my mom is very big on, we have to go see a Vegas show while we're in Vegas. And I'm like, well, we gotta go to a show. And I don't want to go to a fucking show that she picks out. I love her. But the last time we went to a show that she picked out, we ended up going to Big Apple. It was like, it's some kind of like Apple show. It's the Bad Apple, I think it might be. That's at New York, New York. If you've never been and seen that, don't. It was bad. It was not a good show. There was one guy that was really good. He was a magician. He was really funny, really cool. If it was just him doing the show, I think I would have enjoyed it. But it was very much a Circus Delay show, which was fine. Like, it was cool. But they had an MC, who, like, just did the worst jokes. Man was making fun of people's looks, and that was, like, the only thing that he knew how to do. And, like, the entire time that I was there, I was like, I don't like this. I feel uncomfortable being here. He made sexual jokes, and he made jokes about people's appearances. And I was like, bro, these aren't funny. Like, these aren't funny jokes. You're just making, like, really rude comments and, like, calling them jokes. No one was laughing. And it was, like, it was really bad. It was really bad. But, like I said, there was another guy who was a magician, and he was really good. Also, look at my cute red dress. I wear this red dress a lot. But it's a pug dress. It also has pockets. It also has pockets because, like I said, pog pockets. I love this dress. And it's very stretchy. Very nice. Very epic. We love this dress. We stan this dress. It was my only nice dress until I got that other dress for my graduation, but now I have two dresses. But we got this cute dress. Yeah. And then this is me at the show. We got so like I said, we went to MGM Park, which in their like Dolby Stadium, it's like the Dolby Stadium, like, you know, like the company, not Adobe but Dolby, you know, like the camera company, etc. That dress has to be really cute for me to get it if it doesn't have pockets. So true and real, Katie. But basically, you might look at this and you go, man, Emmy, you're drinking alcohol? I thought you don't drink. The answer is, no, I'm not. I'm not drinking alcohol, actually. They had margarita machines, with, like, you know, where they would, like, had flavors, like, pina colada, and then they also had margarita flavor. But they didn't have any alcohol in it. They added the alcohol afterwards if you wanted it to be an actual margarita. And so it was literally just like, they just had slushy machines with the flavors. And my mom was like, that's so fucking weird. And I'm like, well, that's cool for me because I can get that. And so I got a nice little pina colada slushy that I got to have. It was very epic. Ah! Thank you for the Carl. I appreciate it, Ducky. Good night, Luna. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for the little bit. I appreciate you. Night-night. Bye-bye. But yeah. So I got a nice little slushie. I also got a water, but you can't see it in this photo. But yeah, I got a nice slushie. And then there's Maroon 5. My mom was so shocked. Because she was like, I'm gonna go hear Emmy, and I'm not gonna know any songs. Like, you're probably gonna know most of the songs. And I'm like, I don't think that's really true. Because, like, I don't really go out and, like, follow Maroon 5. But if there's one thing that you know about Maroon 5 is that they, like, are always on the radio, right? They're always on the fucking radio. Like, I don't need to fucking follow them to know their songs that are probably going to be on the list because they're mostly on the radio. And so, no shocker here, we knew literally, like, we knew, like, most of the songs in the set, and my mom was like, oh my god, I can't believe I knew most of the songs. I literally thought I would know, like, none of them. And I'm like, yeah, well, Mom, you listen to the radio with me, and I know the songs because of the radio. So, like, it's only natural that you would, you know the songs, you know? And so we had a nice time that night. We sang, like, most of the songs. Like, obviously, we sang the songs that we knew. And that was a lot of fun. My only peeve, and I put this in the Discord when I was, like, during the show. But I said, it feels like Adam Levine is babysitting us, or, like, children that he's babysitting. Because one thing that I was really obsessed with, and, like, one thing you have to know is that when it comes to residencies, I found that a lot of the crowds don't tend to, like, because, like, the reason why people go to residencies is because they just want a show. So they're not going to be, like, standing up like a lot of, like, concerts you are. They're going to be sitting down most of the time. I learned that when I went to Katy Perry's one. It was really nice because I like to sit down and I don't like to stand up because standing up for 2 hours fucking sucks. But, anyways, Adam Levine was very upset that people wanted to sit down. I mean, very upset. Bye! Thank you so much for stopping by and giving me the follow, Pilly. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good night. He was very upset that, we wanted to sit down during the show. And so, literally, I think he said about 6 or 7 times during the 2 hours, he's like, stand up! Stand up! And, like, at one point, he literally pointed at a section and he's like, y'all aren't singing. Like, another thing is that he really wanted us to sing some parts, and, like, I get it for, like, the popular songs, like, wanting them to sing, like, you know, your popular songs, but, like, the one that he pointed at people and was like, you're not singing, was, like, a song that, in my opinion, isn't very popular because I had never heard it on the radio before. Like, I had never heard the song before until this concert, and he was like, why aren't y'all singing? And I'm like, bro, I don't fucking know the lyrics. I like doing some of them. You just have to be very charismatic, I feel like. And it felt like a lot of the things that he was doing didn't come out as very charismatic. It felt like he was, like I said, he was babysitting us, like we're children. Which I'm sure he sees us as that, because I fucking found out that he's been doing this longer than I've been alive. Man has been doing music before I was born. Oh yeah, I get it. And I'm like, man, maybe I am a child to you, bro. Maybe I am a child. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Another thing that he did, and this is why I came to the conclusion that we're like a child that he's babysitting, is that during the times that they're trying to set the stage and they're like doing all that stuff, you know, obviously a lot of the times what artists do is they talk to the audience and they're like, oh my god, this is what we have to do, like this is cool, this is epic. That's usually what they do, right? When they're preparing the stage. No, he didn't want to do that. You know what he did? You know what he did? He did vocal warm-ups. We did a call and response. I didn't do it, but people in the audience did a call and response vocal warm-up. So you'd go, "Ow," like, "Ow," and then like people would repeat it. And like, I'm like sitting here, I'm like, what am I, a fucking child? Like, why are we doing call and responses in a goddamn audience? Why are we doing call and responses? What the fuck is this? He was like, oh my god, isn't this so fun? I'm like, it's literally just awkward for me because I don't want to participate because I feel like I'm a child if I participate. This is stuff that I would do in a classroom to get my fucking, like, my class's attention, right? That's like a big thing, is like you do call and responses to get their attention. Like, that's what it was giving me. And I was like, bro, come on, guy. I melt in my chair and try to hide if people do that stuff and start looking my way. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I feel like I get really into the audience thing and like participating in shows, Celeste. But that's just because I'm a music person, and so like I just get into music in general. So I'm not too introverted when it comes to that. But when it comes to like any other show, I'm just like, I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to sit here, smile. But yeah, that was my experience with Maroon 5, so that was fun. And then here's another picture of him. He's just walking around the stage, you know, doing his stuff. And then here's the day, our final day that we were there. We had like a lot of time during this day, and we're planning to go, well, not a lot of time, but we had kind of a little bit of time. And so what we're planning to do is we're going to go to the pool. But we went to the pool and it was fucking packed. And I was like, you know what we should do? Yeah, exactly. Like you're seeing a live music show, not watching a children's show. Like, can you see the guitar player? Point to him, literally. Like it felt like I was like watching a children's show, and I was just like, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? Come on. It was very crowded in the pool when we tried to go the day prior, like in the little time that we had. But what ended up happening was I came up with the bright idea because I'm so smart. I was like, yo, we should go tomorrow morning on the day that we're leaving because it'll be empty. It'll hopefully be empty, and also we'll have like a little bit of time to like, you know, just relax before we go to that. Yeah, the pool's gorgeous. So like this is the half that's like, there's like half of it, which is the one that I'm at, which is like kind of like 5 feet deep ish, probably 4.5 feet, something like that. And then the other half of the pool is like literally like a foot deep, maybe less than that, which is like made for like people to relax in, you know, and like get water on themselves, but like also like not like deep, you know, where they can like sit in it. It's really nice. It's really cool. Good job, children. What's 4 plus 4? Can you tell me the answer? Is it on the screen? Another really cool about this pool is that it's actually right next to the Strip, as you can tell, because that's Planet Hollywood, which is right across the way from Cosmo. Water bending, yeah. It was really nice. I don't like too much swimming, but I do like to go swimming every once in a while just to like feel the water and feel nice and relaxed. Another big thing that I've been doing this whole trip is I was reading my first Bridgerton book. I'd never read Bridgerton before, but I was like, I'm gonna start Bridgerton because I want to know what it's like, and I really like the show, so maybe I'll like the book. But I didn't start at the beginning because I was like, I want to start the book that I'm probably gonna love the most, my favorite couple. Because otherwise I probably won't give a Regency a chance because I'm not a big fan of Regency novels. But I was like, I wanna give it a chance, you know, let me just try one that I am more likely to like than any of the other book and then see how I like. I did read tons of them Bridges. I read Bridgerton and it was really good. I finished it the day I came back. Like after my plane ride, I finished it when I came back at home. So I spent like the entire week reading a shit ton. It's 450 pages. So it was a decent chunk. It's a decent book, you know, book size. Anyways, very pretty pool. And then here's like another angle of the like pool area in which you can literally see the rest of the Strip there. Like it's literally right on the fucking edge of the Strip. It's really cool. And then here's my swimsuit. Oh my god, look how cool I am. You can mostly just see that, but I was trying to get like a picture of showing it like, look, it's right next to the Strip, and you can see the Strip right there. Like, that's the glass, and then you got the Strip. Pog. Very cool. Very epic. I literally was like, well, since you can see me, I might as well just fucking put up a peace sign. I was like, yeah. And then after that, we changed out of our clothes, and we went to the Henry, which is, like, downstairs, and it's, like, their breakfast joint. We had some breakfast, and it was pretty fucking good. It was pretty chill. I had pancakes, and I love pancakes. It was good. It was a nice vibe. And then after we went to the Henry, what we ended up doing is we ended up gambling a shit ton because we had to check out. We had checked out first we went to the Henry, then we went upstairs, packed our stuff, and then we checked out. And then we were gambling since then, and then we went to lunch. Well, not really lunch. It was like a dinner where we had some Asian food, which was nice. Then it was time to go to the airport. Smile. Smile. Which, if y'all don't know, before I got to the airport, I noticed that my flight was getting delayed, and I mean delayed a lot. It was about an hour delayed when we got to the airport. And because it was an hour delayed, I ended up staying with my mom until like a little bit before she boarded. Yay, airports, I know. And what ended up happening was, so she got on the plane and my flight kept getting fucking delayed. It got pushed until 8 p.m. And about 7:20, we boarded the plane. Which 8 p.m. doesn't seem like very, like, it's not a long time. Like, it's not very late to board, but you have to understand that we are literally flying to a different, like, 2 different time zones in which we're 2 hours ahead. So that really makes a difference on when we land, which is really the importance, is that when we land, it's going to be a lot later. So we can't really stay up that much later than, like, 8, 9 to, like, go, because, yeah. So we all board, and it's, like, 8 o'clock, and when we get on the plane, I don't know who it was. I think it was the flight attendant or maybe it was the pilot. And he was like, hey, by the way, we can't fly right now. We thought we would be able to fly at 8 because DFW, which is the airport that I was flying into, DFW had a no-fly zone until 8 p.m. However, it looks like they've pushed it until 9 p.m. So what we're going to do is we're going to chill here. And we're going to get ready for takeoff, and we're going to take off at 8:50. We're going to, well, not take off, but we're going to, like, start getting ready to take off so we can take off right at 9. Yes. Yes, Celeste. Yes. And so we're like, okay, whatever. Another thing that had happened beforehand is while we were waiting and the flight got delayed until 8, for some reason, our gate agent threw our flight attendants under the bus. They're like, yeah, so we can't board right now, even though our plane's here and all that, because our flight attendants are here. They decided to go to the airport and chillax for 2 hours. So we're waiting for them to come, which obviously would have pissed people off. I don't know why they said that, because that wasn't the truth. The truth was we couldn't even take it off even if they were there, because DFW had a no-fly zone. So I don't know why they like threw them under the bus, but they did, which is fucked up. But anyways, it gets about 8:30, and I get a message. We all get a message on the plane. Well, first of all, everyone like starts looking at their phones and they're like sighing, and I go, oh, I wonder what they saw. And I look at my phone and I get an email, and it says that our flight has been canceled. Our flight has been canceled as everyone is sitting on the plane, boarded, ready to go on the flight. Good night, Taco. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Waiting for us to take off. And so everyone starts boarding the plane, because of course we do, because, you know, we're not taking off, so it's the fucking point. So we all deboard, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do, because I have never in my life had a plane cancel on me. This is the first time I've ever had a plane cancel on me. Ever. And it's not only did it cancel on me, it's also the fact that there are no other flights going out of Las Vegas that night. I was on the final flight. I could not stay any longer. So I needed a flight for tomorrow and a place to stay. And I had checked the bag, so I also needed my bag that I had checked. Those 3 things. So we're like trying to figure this out, and we're like looking up, and we're like, man, American has no flights that are available at all tomorrow for Dallas. They're all taken up. I try to get help from the gate attendant, and they were no help at all. Like, so what ended up happening is we got off the plane, and they handed us this piece of paper that was like, hey, these are the steps on how to get you back on track to go to a different place. So I followed it. I went, okay, I'm gonna go here, and it's like, oh yeah, just click on change your flight, and then you can change your flight. I click on change your flight, and it literally says, hey, you can't do that. It literally goes, you can't do that, actually. You're not allowed. And I go, what do you mean I'm not allowed? I was like, well, you're not allowed. And I was like, okay, well, fuck me. Also, I never know if I actually got a refund for my fucking flight. I'm gonna look that up. I bet you I didn't. Whatever. I'll have to think about that. But basically, I went there and it was like, the only thing you can do. No, I literally, like, I started, like, sobbing at some point, Stevie. Like, I did start sobbing at one point. But I'll kind of get there. I won't touch too much about it, but I did in fact sob. I wasn't in the bathroom. I just started sobbing in the middle of the airport. But what ended up happening was in the thing, it was like, I was talking to my dad, and it was like, yeah, it says that I can't move my flight. It was like, you can cancel it though, and so I decided to cancel my flight. So I hit cancel. And so after well, first I was like, Dad, should I hit cancel? Should I hit cancel? He didn't say anything, so I was like, I'm gonna hit cancel. And so we cancel my flight, and then I go up there to the board gate because I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to get myself on another flight. I don't know how to look up another flight. Looks like it's expensive. Like, are they gonna help me get another flight? That's like that's the whole like kind of deal that I'm getting from my mom, at least. She's like, you need to go up there and just ask. So I go up there. And they're like, I go, hey, I canceled my flight, but I want to get on another flight. And they're like, well, you just get all your stuff back. So just like rebook a flight. They're like, you just rebook a flight. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know how much to do that. Also, the fact that you canceled on me, that I'm gonna be spending more money than what I spent on my flight back. You're not gonna do anything about that? And he was like, no, just fucking book flight. And I was like, cool. Literally the least helpful situation, like, conversation I've ever had in my life. So then I leave. Graham! Thank you so much for that tier 1! 13 months! Holy shit! Master Chef Collection, yeah! Hi, Grim. How are you, lovely? Yeah, it was fucked up. It was really the least helpful conversation I could have ever had in that moment. And so I call my mom again. I'm like, yeah, I got literally nothing from this conversation. And I love my mom, but she's like, why the fuck did you cancel your flight? And I'm like, well, I couldn't do anything. It wouldn't let me change my flight. She's like, well, why did you cancel it? Why did you? I'm like, I literally asked Dad. He didn't say anything. Like, whatever. And then that's when I started crying, was because I was just like, I felt so overwhelmed because I'm like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get home. I don't know where the fuck I'm staying. I'm by myself in a city. Like, I'm a little stressed out right now. Like, it was basically my thing. I was like, ooh. Hi, Teddy. We're not flying, though. We're not flying right now, Teddy. We're actually grounded on the ground. And my mom was like, well, you should call the line to see if they can help you. And so I call the number that's on there, and they're like, no, we're not flying yet. We're not flying yet. My plane got, I'm talking about how my plane got canceled. So actually, I'm not flying at all right now. In my story, I don't even have a plane ticket, actually. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. So I call up the number, and I'm like, hey, I'm on this flight. I canceled it, but I want another flight to get home, because I'm not home. And they're like, yeah, well, we have like a flight at 4 o'clock, and you'll get in at like 11. But like, you won't go, it's not a direct route, you'll have to go fly through another airport. And I'm like, I don't want to get home at 11 fucking p.m. I'm like, I don't want to get home at 11 fucking p.m. I literally like got there before Like, I was supposed to get there the night before. Like, I don't want to fucking stay a whole ass day in another airport. So I was like, okay, I'll think about it. I'll call you back. Bye. And I forgot to ask. I forgot to ask how much that was gonna be. But we looked it up on the app, and it was like the one that she had said, like, had told me about, was at the moment $4,000 fucking dollars. I was like, $4,000 for a 4 p.m. flight to get home at 11 p.m.? Excuse me? I was like, nah. So we ended up looking on Southwest, and we're like, oh, Southwest has some flights at 6 a.m., like 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. Let's just go onto those. And so I chose a 6 a.m. flight because I was like, I need a little bit of sleep. So I chose a 6 a.m. flight. We booked it with my points. And I was like, okay, cool. I've got my my thing in. I got a flight now. Pog. And then my second problem was, so my mom had also already booked me a hotel. So I already had a hotel. I didn't have to worry about that at all. I was like, now my final issue. I need to get my bag. One thing I didn't know, because it was not on any paper that I'd read, that is that you need to put in a request form. I don't know where the fuck you get the request form, but you need to put in a request form. So I came down here to baggage, and I was like, yo, I need my bag. I don't see it out there. And they're like, oh, well, you need to put in a request form. Let me request it for you. So they request my bag. And they go, yeah, it could take a couple of hours to get here. And I think at this point, it is about, I want to say about 10 p.m. Maybe 9:30, 9:30, maybe 10. Probably more like 9:30. And I'm like, it could take hours? Hours? You're joking. But they weren't joking. So I waited there for about an hour and a half, just waiting for my bag to come, which was good reading time, I guess. I was just sitting there and waiting to see it come, which is where this picture is from, by the way. This beautiful picture is from when I was waiting at the airport for my bag. You can see that it is filled with nothing because my bag was not there yet. But about at 11, I got my bag. Treasures. And I was like, hi, Agua, you're a treasure. I got my bag about 11, and I was like, okay, well, now it's time to get going. So I grabbed an Uber, and I went to my hotel. And I get to my hotel, and I shit you not, it is one of the fucking longest lines I've ever seen. It's like so fucking long. And I go, why the fuck are there so many people checking in at 11 goddamn p.m.? At 11:30 p.m. to be exact. Why are there so many people checking in to the hotel at 11:30? What the fuck? So there's so many people checking in, and I go, okay, well, fuck. I wait in line, check into my hotel room. I get into my hotel room I get into my hotel room at midnight. And I get to go to bed at midnight. And remember, I have a flight at 6 a.m. So I got about 4.5 hours of sleep. Smile. At the end of the night, which was really fun. Not really. But yeah, that was my whole debacle. Oh, here's all the picture of all the luggage. All the luggage that was, on canceled flights. Smile. But then I got to go on my Southwest flight, and it made it just fine. Southwest had no issues. Smile. Thank goodness for Southwest. Pog Southwest. The only issue was I had actually prepaid for my parking at DFW. And if there's one thing you don't know about DFW, is that they have a, To get into DFW, there is a, there's a, like, what is it called? Toll. There's a toll. There's like a gate and you have to pay a toll, which you bypass when you prepay, right? You can just like go in and then it goes like, oh yeah, you prepaid, let you in. But since I was a whole ass day, oh, and then I landed at a different airport also, by the way, and because Southwest goes to a different airport, so I also had to take an Uber all the way to the other airport where I parked my car. But because you prepay, it like also knows when you're supposed to leave. And I was able to get through the original area just fine, like where I parked my car, because there's also a gate there. I was able to get through there just fine. But I get to the toll to get out of the entire like airport area entirely. It would not let me out. This whole experience was such a fucking nightmare. It wouldn't let me out, and it was like I like had to press the button to call someone, and I was like, hey, I can't get through. And they're like, yeah, well, that's because you're a day late and you can only be up to 6 hours late. And I'm like, well, I can't fucking control that. I didn't curse, but I was like, I can't control that. My flight got canceled. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't do anything about that. That's not in my hands. They're like, well, you should just know that it's only up to 6 hours. And I'm like, well, too freaking bad, honestly. Too freaking bad, you know? Anyways, long story short, they put on the screen that I just paid $20. Originally, it was like gonna be like $150. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $150. That's more money than I would have paid for that extra freaking day. Like, that just seems like crazy. I ended up paying $20 and then I got to leave. But it was a nightmare. This whole, like, thing was a nightmare. It was awful. Terrible. But you know what? I left with more money, so let's pog. She's so blunt. I love it. I had to switch flights because of something out of my control. Well, you're more than 6 hours late, so screw you, I guess. Literally, that's how it felt. Like, I was like, I don't know how I can, like, tell you that I literally had no control over whether or not I could be there on time. Like, literally, what am I supposed to do? I love everything, Ducky. I'm glad you got home, but okay, but fuck, I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Yeah, it was a lot, Stevie. It was a lot. I had planned to stream on that Friday, too, when I finally got home. But I was just like, I went through so much, I was just like, I cannot. I didn't. That was actually when I was going to have my catch-up stream, was on Friday. And then I was like, I can't. I cannot go through that. It was just too much. I did too much happened within a 12-hour period. But, yeah. That's my story. That's my trip. GG's. I made it home. I was dying then, for real. I made it home. The trip overall was a really good trip. American Airlines can go fuck itself, though. Smile. Well, I mean, it's not entirely American Airlines' fault. Their customer service was just shit. Oh, another thing that happened was, while I was, like, waiting in line to go speak to the freaking, gate manager, this guy, like, all the flight attendants came out, and this guy started yelling at the flight attendants because of what had been said earlier about, the flight attendants being at the hotel, so they weren't there. He was like, you made us late, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking, like, dude, first of all, this isn't going to help anyone. Second of all, I don't even think we would have been able to take off if they had even been here. Like, I think it was fucked up that they, like, had blamed it on the flight attendants, because I don't think they would have been able to, like, do anything about it. Anyways. One second. Anyways, that was my trip. And as I've gone through my entire trip, it is time for me to end stream. Womp womp. Womp womp. Like I said, it was going to be a shorter stream. I was just going to talk about this. Flight attendants out there controlling the weather just to cancel people's flights. It wasn't even the fact that it was the weather. Like, obviously, it was like weather played a part in it. But what had actually happened, Stevie, was we had such bad storms here in Dallas that it wrecked the runway of DFW. Entirely wrecked the runway. There was no way we could have made it home. Like, the reason why we couldn't go is because, like, they had to pick up the debris and stuff. It was bad. That was why we couldn't get home. Which is not at all our faults. But I think the way that not only DFW, like, airport when I was leaving handled it, but also, like, the American handled it was not very good. But, like, you can't control over, like, the fact that we had hurricane winds. When I was getting my car back, I had to take a shuttle bus, and literally I got, like, on a plane, not on a plane, on the shuttle bus, and I had one other person who was on the same fucking flight as me going to Vegas that had gotten canceled and had hopped on a different flight to get back to Dallas. It's crazy. But, like, this other couple had also gone to Vegas, but they'd only gone for a couple days and they got back. But they had left on Tuesday, and Tuesday was apparently the day that it was really bad. They were telling me how, like, all the flights got canceled on Tuesday. They were in the freaking airport when the storm was happening. They talked about, like, an airplane crashing and, like, getting its wings ripped off. Like, it was really bad. It was really, really bad. Yeah. Yeah, it was apparently really bad. So I'm not gonna blame it on them for it being canceled. Like I said, I'm just gonna blame it on them on how they handled the situation, which was poorly, may I add. But let's see, who's on right now? Who be on? We got quite a couple people on right now, actually. That's crazy. Insane, even. I haven't raided into Orenda for a while. They are playing Breath of the Wild, so I don't think I can do too much, like, stay for too long. But, I'm just gonna go in and we're gonna raid in there. Thank y'all for coming in for my short and late stream. I know I don't usually stream at this time, but I appreciate y'all so much for coming and joining me. Please give some love to who are raiding. I appreciate you all so much. We got exclamation point raid for our raid message, and then exclamation point raid free for our free raid message. Thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you. It's kind of short notice. I won't be able to stream it all for the rest of this week, unfortunately. Womp womp. I'll be back again on Monday, however, so expect me then. Hopefully we'll finally fucking start Alan Wake 2. Remember when I said that I was gonna do that? Yeah, except, you know, the whole shit that happened, you know. Oopsie poopsie. But I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, and bye-bye. Bye. Bye.